Hello, and welcome to another episode of Talk to the Fish, where we help you become the diver you've always wanted to be, without becoming fish food in the process. We've got a message from the viewer, Tuna Turner, asking, "What is this Nitrox thing and why should I care about it?" Sounds like someone wants to spice up their tank life.
Jack, Nitrox represents a crucial advancement for modern divers.
So what is Nitrox?
Think of the air we breathe every day as a recipe. It's mostly nitrogen, about 79%, and some oxygen, about 21%. Nitrox uses a different recipe. Nitrox is simply air with more oxygen and less nitrogen than regular air.
So picture this. Viewers, imagine a mocktail, mostly water with a hint of fruit flavor. Nitrox? That's when you pump up the fruit and dial down the water.
Absolutely. The glass remains unchanged, yet the taste undergoes a complete transformation.
But why change the mix? Why?
The main reason for less nitrogen is to help your body absorb less of it during a dive.
Exactly what divers need to understand. Those nitrogen molecules act as tiny underwater sponges soaking up pressure when you descend.
With Nitrox, you're carrying fewer sponges on your deep sea adventure, which means they absorb less during your underwater explorations. Your body will thank you when it's time to surface.
So Regis, what are the advantages of switching to Nitrox? Our viewers are probably wondering if it's worth the extra preparation.
By having less nitrogen, Nitrox offers some great benefits for divers. First, you get longer time underwater without needing decompression stops. Because you absorb less nitrogen, you can stay at certain depths longer.
Wait, so my body runs on a nitrogen countdown clock during dives? With regular air, that clock races towards zero, but with Nitrox, it slows down?
Spot on. You can explore that reef or wreck significantly longer without worrying about rushing back up.
Who wouldn't want extra minutes admiring those colorful corals? What about between dives? Any benefits there?
There is indeed an advantage. Shorter waits between dives. Since you absorb less nitrogen on your first dive, your body needs less time on the surface to release it.
Yes. Usually you're stuck waiting forever for that nitrogen to clear out. With Nitrox, the recovery happens much faster.
And this means more possible dives in a day.
While regular air divers spend half their day watching clouds, Nitrox divers zip back underwater for another adventure?
Yes, because of shorter surface intervals and less nitrogen absorption, you can often fit in more dives comfortably in a single day.
It's basically a high-performance vehicle that requires minimal refueling stops. Any other benefits our viewers should know about?
Many divers report feeling less tired after diving with Nitrox, though scientists haven't fully proven exactly why this happens for everyone.
On a dive vacation, you would rather spend evenings enjoying sunset cocktails instead of collapsing in your room, right? But nothing in diving comes without trade-offs.
You're right, Jack. There are some inconveniences.
Let me guess. Breathing supercharged air might come with some risks.
First and foremost is oxygen toxicity. While we need oxygen, breathing too much of it under pressure at deeper depths can be harmful and even dangerous.
Hold on there. How can something we need to survive suddenly become dangerous?
Think of oxygen as sunshine. A little is good for you, but too much can give you a nasty burn. Underwater pressure makes the sunshine stronger.
So the deeper I swim, the more that oxygen intensifies? No wonder my anemone always warned me not to go too deep.
This leads directly to our second disadvantage. Depth limits are crucial with Nitrox. Because of the risk of oxygen toxicity, every Nitrox mix has a maximum depth you cannot go deeper than.
And I'm guessing this maximum depth is shallower than with regular air.
Exactly. If regular air is like a car that can go on many roads, Nitrox is like a car that's only safe on roads above a certain elevation. Go too low, and there's a problem.
So, I get more time underwater but less vertical range? Sounds tricky. What else should our viewers know before they rush to try Nitrox?
Special care and training are needed. Using Nitrox safely requires special training to understand the risks, calculate depth limits, and properly check the gas mix in your tank.
Driving a regular car resembles diving on air. Straightforward and familiar, but you wouldn't leap into a Formula One vehicle without understanding how it works, would you? Before we finish today, Regis, could you give our viewers one quick takeaway about Nitrox?
Nitrox rewards divers with extended underwater adventures and shorter surface waits by cutting down nitrogen. However, that oxygen boost comes with strict depth.
Thanks, Regis. Your knowledge flows faster compared to your swimming speed. That's it for Talk to the Fish this week. I must admit, today's show about gas mixers left me a bit lightheaded. Next week, we tackle the pressing question. Are triggerfish actually angry or just misunderstood? We'll discover why these finned grumps chase divers across reefs and whether their bad attitude stems from their impossible-to-pronounce scientific name. Until then, keep your masks clear, your regulators dry, and remember, the best divers don't count their breaths, they make every breath count.
Forget all the troubles and blues. Dive into the blue. Oh yes, talk to the fish.